But you're gonna have to talk loud so that we can hear you well over there.
Okay, no problem.
So, for people who don't know Mr. Ba is a very well-respected member here in the Sierra Leone community here in the U.S., specifically in the DMV. He reached out to me because he noticed I've been posting a lot about the work program in Saudi Arabia, and he said that it's very important that I become informed with exactly what's going on with the program. So today he said he's going to inform me, and there are a lot of people who had some questions that I'm going to take the opportunity to also ask questions. So Mr. Ba, could you please inform us about this work program in Saudi Arabia and exactly your relations to it?
Okay, first of all, good evening or good afternoon, Sierra Leone. I am a Sierra Leonean to the core, a patriotic Sierra Leonean who all the time looking out for ways and means to help Sierra Leone. And I happen to be one of the pioneers of this project.
So tell the project again?
The project is the overseas employment. And it's a project that we have been working on for over 1.5 years now with the Minister of Labour, Minister Timbo. And when he got it, there was a lot of problems within our system that were causing a lot of abuses overseas. And one of the abuses, one of the main areas that people have concern is usually Saudi Arabia. And we have a system that where people didn't have the opportunity to travel with a legal visa or legal document or legal contract to go work. Unfortunately, when they go there, because of there was a ban, people were smuggling people and people were paying a lot of money. People were selling their lands just to get it out, make it out of Sierra Leone, because Sierra Leone was actually not giving them the jobs that will help them survive in Sierra Leone. So people thought if they go to outside, no matter where they end up, they will make money. Unfortunately, they ended up, like I can say, with smugglers that we are taking them, mostly technically like selling them to employers, and that actually subjected to a lot of abuses. But that program, that's what they call the Kefala system, that was implemented at that time. But unfortunately for us, I was able to have this lady, Miss Princess Okasi, source in Ghana, who has been working on this kind of program for over 30 years. He has sent thousands of people around the world. So people say Saudi Arabia, which is an easy word to say. This is not a program for Saudi Arabia only. It is it's a worldwide project that Princess Okasi has been doing for Ghanaians. Has lifted a lot of Ghanaians to Kuwait, to Dubai, to Saudi Arabia, and to Europe, to Canada, and to United States of America here, and including UK. Our program is actually a work development program that people who need to hire can come to her and facilitate for people to be able to travel legally and safely with a visa. This first program actually, because there's a lot of issues in employment in Sierra Leone, she decided to target the highly troubled areas, which is our sisters who don't have jobs and are just not doing anything. So they have an offer of 1,000 employees to go to Saudi. So the correction is, I think Trevor mentioned in his statement that 4,500 workers to Saudi. It is 4,500, it's only 1,000 workers that we are requesting. But up to this moment, because of the guidelines that we put so people cannot pass them, we don't even have 500 people yet in the system. And some of them will be traveling very soon. But when they go to Saudi Arabia, it's a definite contract. And before you travel, you will have a legal contract between you and the employer.
So I have actually a list of questions. Right, I'm going to go through all those.
You want me to go to the question or finish the presentation?
Because that's one of the questions I'm going to ask.
Okay.
But you can. But before we even talk about that, I want people to get a better understanding of your role in this work. What do you call it? Work?
It's overseas employment.
An overseas employment program. You say you're one of the pioneers of it?
I'm just a facilitator.
What does that mean, a facilitator?
I'm the one that, me and Daniel actually, this woman contacted us, that they have this program in Ghana.
So the princess contacted you?
Contacted me. They have the program in Ghana. Okay. And long time ago, like 3-4 years ago.
Contacted you 3-4 years ago?
No, not 3-4 years ago. 3-4 years ago, Sierra Leoneans were asking her to bring the program to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
But at that time, her hands were full with Ghana and other countries.
And this is sitting Princess, what's her
Princess
name?
Okasi.
Okay, so Princess Okasi.
Yeah, she owns this organization called SOS. You can go check it out.
Right.
And see what some of the great jobs she has done for other countries.
So she contacted you how long ago now?
That's like 1.5 years ago.
So when she reached out to you and Daniel,
Yeah, she was asking if it is possible now that she has done a lot in Ghana, and she has some time, she can actually establish the same program in Sierra Leone.
okay.
But when she came to Sierra Leone, she found out the Department of Labor didn't have the structures in place, the legal framework to be able to send people overseas. There was a lot of requests coming from Kuwait and all these countries for people to send their people, but the legal framework was not there. So she was hired as a consultant by the government to look over all the structures in place that were causing the deficiencies why Sierra Leoneans were abused.
This was about a year ago.
A year ago.
Okay.
So she has been working on that to actually update our legal framework so that it will actually, people will not have the loopholes to abuse our people. So after everything is finished, it took them time. The president had to vet it, and they have to have cabinet meetings, they have to have parliamentary meetings.
Yeah. But before we get into it, I want to see your, so just so that when I ask this question, people can have a better understanding of your position to answer these questions. So you said the princess contacted you and Daniel and wanted to work with you on bringing the program to Sierra Leone.
To Sierra Leone, yes.
All right. When she contacted you, then what did you and Daniel do?
Well, we actually talked to the Ministry of Labor. We provided the document, and we had the same concern, as everybody, that we have banned this thing because of certain reasons that was happening in these countries, and people are punished in these countries like Kuwait and Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So they were skeptical about it at the beginning, but they asked me to give me a chance to send documents or to vet her program, and they invited her to go down there and sat down the Ministry of Labor, and sat down with the President, the Vice President, they sat down with Parliament to take a look at what can be done and why. The question was, why was this happening before? Why? But the question is, we are not, our framework, our legal, there was no legal framework between our country and those countries and those companies that was hiring. And now that has changed.
So now that has changed. A year, you guys have done all this preliminary work.
Yes.
So the first group of overseas work program is in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yes.
Why was Saudi Arabia selected as the first?
No, it's not selected. Those were the first jobs that were available.
When you say the first job, because you listed a whole lot of other jobs available.
Right now, there is 750 jobs available in Dubai. Which are going to be next?
Okay, so why weren't the other jobs? Because right now it's the housekeeping job in Saudi Arabia. That's the one that's been.
Yeah, that's what they're vetting right now. They need 1,000 people.
So why was that one selected first?
No, it's not selected. This one what was available first, and that was first in the pipeline. And
I'm confused. You said there are many other jobs in the pipeline.
No. I said the lady has worked in different other countries.
Okay.
When this one is going on, Dubai has just sent a request for 750. Some of them are warehouse workers. Some of them are cleaners. Some of them are mechanical engineers, skilled and semi-skilled.
Okay. But for now,
workers.
you said in the pipeline is Saudi Arabia.
Right now, it's Saudi Arabia that's going to be the first for low-skilled workers.
Specifically maids.
Low-skilled workers.
Low-skilled workers. So
yes.
When you say low-skilled, because from the information that is being released, it's like the release. Well, they are looking for people to be housemaids in Saudi Arabia.
Housemaids, kitchen, restaurant work, and all that. It's not only one. They just say low-skilled workers. You don't have to have like a bachelor's degree or a master's degree to take these jobs.
So the position that's being filled right now. And by the way, I got the 4,500 number.
I told you that earlier that they are looking for 1,000.
1,000 what?
But the guidelines to get to that 1,000, they have vetted 620 people, but only 300 people have been qualified for now.
Now, when you say 1,000, is it 1,000 housemaids in Saudi Arabia or 1,000 low-skilled workers?
1,000 low-skilled workers going to Saudi Arabia.
So it's not just 1,000 housemaids.
No, it's not housemaids only. It's different jobs.
So it's different jobs.
Yeah.
Not just housemaids.
No.
Okay. All right. So a lot of people had a few questions. All right. So I'm going to go through some of the questions. All right. So the workers that are going to be in these positions, how many hours will they be working a day?
There is a legal contract between any worker that is traveling the working conditions, there is a contract. Go to the Ministry of Labor, they have the contract spelled out. Before you leave, there's a contract spelled out.
So for the housemaids, how many hours would they be working a day?
No, I'm not looking at the contract as I'm speaking to you.
But you have a general idea.
It's about 8 hours a day.
So it's 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day. As normal as in any country, it's 8 hours.
How can we get a copy of this contract? You said if we go to
Go to the Ministry of Labor, they have it.
on their website.
Yeah.
So if we go to a website,
Either their website or their, but they have the contract. I can even email you the contract. There's a contract.
but if we go to the website, we'll see a copy of the contract.
You should.
You say should. Is it publicly available? Like if
It's
we go-
available, yes. It's available publicly.
So if we go to, we'll see the contract.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the next question: if they accept this contract, they go. If they accept this contract and they go to Saudi Arabia, and they find out they do not want this work, are they permitted to come back home?
Yes.
And what is the process?
Well, they are going with for a definite period. It's a contract of 2 years.
So at any time, if they say they don't want to be a part of this, are they bounded to the 2 years, or can they come back at any time?
That's in the contract too. I don't want to be specific on that, but it's in the contract.
So what does it say in the contract? Are they bounded to 2 years?
No, it's in the contract. I don't have the contract in front of me. But it's in the contract before you sign, before you travel. There's a contract between the employee and your work conditions and how you're going to travel and when you're going to come back. And what if there's a breach? It's in the contract itself.
But
I'm not looking at the contract.
But you guys said you worked on this for like a year.
I understand. But I'm not going to, a 60-page document, I'm not going to go start to talk on that document, 60-page document.
I mean, but there's simple elements of this document. These are like basic parts of it. I'm not actually like
No, it's not.
So,
It's not.
So
I-
basic part of saying like if they want out of their contract, that's not something.
They can come back.
So at any time within that 2 years, if they say they don't want to be,
They can come back at any time.
Okay. If somebody dies while in service during this program, what does the pay? What does your family get any payment?
It's in the contract.
So basically, we're going to go through all this, and you're going to say it's in the contract.
It's in the contract.
But the whole point of me asking you questions is because you are the pioneer in this. You're an expert in this.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going to say something that is in the contract. You understand? That you can go check yourself. You understand? Because I don't have the contract in front of me.
But you know we were going to have this conversation.
No. You didn't tell me you are coming to do Facebook Live with me. You didn't say that? You said I'm going to go see you.
I said, we're going to talk about this.
No, we're going to talk about it. But you didn't tell me I'm coming here, Mr. Bad, to interview you. Did you tell me that?
I did not tell you that.
Thank you. Let's go. We'll put the next one.
Do you have access to the contract now?
I don't, the contract, I don't have access to it, yes.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Could we get a copy of it now? Could we look
No,
at it?
I can't. Why should I give it to you?
You said that you're going to be giving me the copy of the contract.
Yes, I will. If I feel I can give it to you, I have the contract, the copy of the contract.
But you
I
just
don't.
now said that it's
But
publicly available on the. it says
Listen.
publicly
But
available.
why should I give it to you? What authority do you have for me to give it to you?
Wait a second. You said that the contract is publicly available.
Well, if
You're
it's
not
public
giving it
available,
to me.
no, go get it. Go to the
You
Ministry
just
of
now
Labor.
said that you're going to email it to me.
No,
and
listen.
also that it's publicly
Listen,
available.
go online to the Ministry of Labor.
Okay.
I'll look for the contract.
All right, so Ministry of Labor, Sierra Leone, and we look for the contract. All right, let's go online right now and see if the contract is on the Ministry of Labor's website. You said that it will be there.
It should be.
It should be. I mean, you guys have women's lives in hand, and you have no definite answers. It should be. It's not a definite answer, and we deal with like people's lives here. You know, I think that's what bothers people right now.
And thank you for being the lawyer.
I'm not, I'm just saying that's what bothers people. We deal with people's lives here, and we don't have definite answers to these questions. That's problematic.
Did you attend any of the public event they did? You were in Sierra Leone. Did you attend any of them? At Hotel 510?
They only did one public event.
No.
They
did several of them.
Other than that,
I think I even have videos.
They
did several of them.
Other than that one public event,
No, not one public
on
event.
the Saudi Arabia thing.
Yes, they did several. It's not. It says Saudi Arabia. I went to take the Saudi Arabia. This is general. They did an orientation for 2 days.
Okay, this contract. Where can we find this contract? Because I'm on it. I don't see this contract that's going to be made available for people to review.
For who to review? For the employees to
You're going in
review?
circles here. You said that
For the employees to review?
for the public, people, anybody to review.
Let them go to the Ministry of Labor.
I'm on it and I don't see the contract.
Well, maybe you are going to the wrong place. Maybe it has not been downloaded yet, but it's there. It's in the Ministry of Labor.
You guys don't get this, man. Like these are people's lives that you guys are dealing with, and all right. Let's go to the next question. Which hospital would they be stationed at? Oh, well, let me see. Let me read that one first. Okay. Would there be hospital? Would they have access to hospital?
Definitely.
In case that any of them are sexually abused.
They have access to housing. They have access to transportation for free. They have access to feeding, and they have access to hospitals.
Okay.
And they even have access to, in case something happened with them, there is a forum where they can go report any abuse.
How would they be able to report abuse?
On the phone, online, there is a portal that they created for all the people that are traveling. And I think there is a section.
Are you guys gonna educate these women on Saudi laws?
Definitely they did. That's why they did the orientation. Listen, you should go to the orientation before you ask all these questions.
I did.
No, you didn't.
The video
No. You saw video. You just saw a video, maybe like one part of 5 minute video. They did hours of orientation at Hotel 510. You were not there. So I assume that he just guessed by what.
I didn't guess. Were you there?
No, I was here.
Okay, well, how you gonna say I wasn't there? You weren't even there.
No. I was.
Were you
I was
there?
not there, but I have
Well,
a preview of what is going
You're
on.
hypocritical because you weren't even there either.
No.
Were you there?
No, I was not there.
You said yes or no.
But
Were you there?
I
You
was
asked
not.
me directly if I was there.
I was not there.
Now you're being hypocritical.
But guess what? No, I'm not.
Because obviously you were not there.
No.
So how do you know what
Yes,
orientation
because
is
I have a preview
Were
of
you
what
there?
is going on.
Were you there?
No.
Then how do you know what
I have a
orientation is?
preview of the orientation. All these documents on the orientation, the question they ask and what they do, I have briefing on that. Okay, next.
All right. Next question. Would they have an opportunity to, if they choose to get to study whilst in Saudi Arabia, do they have that opportunity
No.
to gain other skills?
No.
They don't have the opportunity.
They are going to walk.
Okay. During these 2 years, do they have any leave within these 2 years?
Within the 2 years,
Yes.
they don't have they have a break within the 2 years, not a leave.
What's the break?
That's 2 years.
When you say a break, what does that mean?
Well, they have certain hours to go to work and they have certain hours to leave. It's 8 hours a day. So you don't have
No,
to
I
leave
mean,
between
like,
those 2
would
years.
they, in these 2 years, do they have a time, like whether it's 2 weeks, 1 month, where they can come and visit family?
From Saudi?
Yes.
No.
So in the 2 years, there's no leave.
It's a definite contract.
So
2 years after you finish your 2 years, you go back.
So there's no leave.
No leave, no.
Then why did you just say there's no leave?
No, that's no leave. There's no leave for that 2 years.
That's what you have to say. Now you say yes.
No, you say there is a leave. I said there is no leave. Your leave you have is like you
You
work.
don't have a leave.
No, you don't have a leave for 2 years.
That's it. You
No.
don't have a leave.
Most jobs in America don't have a
I
leave
know,
for 2
we're
years.
not talking about jobs in America.
No,
We're
most jobs in America don't have leave for 2 years.
We're talking about this particular
No,
situation.
Saudi don't have leave for 2 years.
that's
Sierra Leone
it.
don't have leave
So
for 2
the
years.
answer to that question is
So the
there's no
question
leave.
is unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
The answer to that question is there's no leave.
There's no leave.
All right. Are there any pension funds put in place?
No.
No pension put in place.
There is the only pension they have in place is like their money is coming back to Sierra Leone. They open account for each and every person traveling. Their net income is coming to a bank account in Sierra Leone. They will be paying Social Security. The Social Security is their pension.
All right, we'll come to that. All right, are there any insurance for their health and well-being?
Definitely yes.
What type of insurance is put in place for their health?
What do you mean different? Health insurance.
What do you mean health insurance?
Health insurance. If they're sick, they go to the hospital.
So they have health insurance.
Health insurance is like any other health insurance in America. Any other kind of health insurance, you know. Why you say what type of health insurance?
So they have health insurance.
That's a rhetorical question.
They have health insurance.
Yes.
All right.
They are taken care of.
And that health
Health-wise.
insurance covers what?
What do you mean she can talk about what? It's health insurance. I cannot go beyond that.
Okay.
What do your health insurance covers? Your health insurance.
covers dental. There's a certain.
No, dental is not health insurance. And I'm a health insurance agent. I did it for 4 years.
All right.
Dental, you add it as an addition.
Okay.
You add it. Health insurance is different.
All right.
So don't go beyond your mandate.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. All right. As an Islamic state, Saudi Arabia as an Islamic state, if any of these women are Christian, are they allowed to practice their faith without intimidation?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Why?
They don't have a church in Saudi Arabia.
Are they allowed to practice their faith? Like Christians, if any of these women are Christians, are they allowed to practice their faith?
I don't know about that. I cannot answer that question. I will not answer that question.
So you guys are sending these women to Saudi Arabia, and if some women are Christian, you don't know if they can practice their faith?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't think that's necessary. They will look at the contract. That clauses will be in the contract. They will look at that. If they are agreed to what the contract says, they will sign before they leave. If they know that they are paying, they have certain stuff that cannot allow them to travel as religious people, they can opt out before traveling.
But right now you say you don't know they can practice their faith.
No.
Okay. Are there trade union representatives for these women?
There is no trade union representative, no.
Okay. How much are they going to be paid?
The contract for house workers is under $300 a month.
So they'll be paid $300 a month?
Under $300 a month.
What does that mean, under $300 a month?
That's what I just said. Under 300, between 89, some people are paid $240, some people are paid $250.
So is there a range? What's the lowest and what's the highest?
I say $240 to $289.
So they'll be paying between $240
to $289.
$289 a month.
Yes.
Now, is that their gross?
That's their net.
That's your net. Okay.
That's their net, and the money is coming to their bank account.
So what is their gross?
No, all the other expenditures are taken care of by the agency. All their housing, their transportation, their health insurance, their food is taken care of by the agency over there.
So what is their gross?
What they give them is the net. The net is coming to the account.
Okay, that's your net. But what's their gross?
The agreed salary is $240 minimum, $289 maximum.
Okay, but what is their gross? What?
I don't know about their gross. They are receiving a net salary.
So what is this employment agency receiving to pay each before the women receive their cut?
I don't know about that.
How you guys are pioneering thing? You talk about this for 1 year.
No, we don't go into their contract. We are agreeing into a fee. They are not paid $50 a month Israeli, and we are sending them to work for this amount, and they agreed.
That's a simple question. How much is the agency getting, and how much is the ladies getting? The ladies are getting $240.
I don't know about that.
You don't know how much the agency is getting per woman?
No.
So you don't know how much is being taken out?
No.
But yet you guys are sending all these women here?
Yeah. And it's not compulsory.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not compulsory, no. Go ahead, next.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
You guys, do you know how arrogant you sound right now?
How what?
Arrogant. You sound arrogant, like you don't care.
No, don't tell me I'm arrogant.
You sound.
I think you are acting out of ignorance.
I mean, I might be acting out of ignorance, but
I'm not sounding arrogant.
But it's like you don't care.
No, I didn't
asking
say
you a question.
That's not what I said.
You're like,
I say I don't know.
No, you like, no.
No,
I mean,
I say I don't know. I'm not sounding arrogant.
It's like,
Please withdraw that statement.
I'm just saying.
No.
Listen, that's how you sound to me right now.
Listen. You acted ignorantly. You passed a message that you don't know about.
Right.
You have not made a good research on it.
Right.
You understand? And that's why I thought you were in Sierra Leone. I wanted to direct you to the Ministry of Labour.
Right.
You go sit down with the minister. You saw all the documents in place before you make a video.
The document should be available to everybody, not just me.
And guess what though? The document is available. They made a press release.
just went on
they
the
made
website.
interviews. I have interviews here that was made. Interviews.
I just asked you for a copy of the document. You said that. Why should
I
you give it to me?
understand. No, listen.
I went on the website for the document. We can't find this document.
Listen.
It's just,
You don't even have
the
the
ministry. The document should be available for everybody to review.
Guess what? What I need to do? Go to the Ministry of Labour. You understand? Ask for every document they will give it to you in terms of this contract.
We shouldn't have to do that.
Why?
Because these
People
are
are looking
children.
for-
This is a public. This is a public institution. This is not a private.
Well,
this is a
guess
public
what?
institution.
Guess what? Go to Sierra Leone, go to the place and ask them you want information, more information that you want from the program. They will give it to you.
My friend, you didn't tell me you were coming here, and I was about to call you. How are you?
I did online. Oh. we just talk about. All right, so we're gonna cut this short. If anybody have any questions, Mr. Va,
Yes.
you know I have the most respect for you.
Yes.
If I wasn't calling you arrogant, I don't want to sound. I've known you a long time.
No, but
And I
you
don't-
but you did
I'm
call me
not saying you
arrogant.
sound arrogant.
No, listen.
There's
listen.
difference saying calling
Listen,
arrogant.
you asked me a question.
I'm
I
saying you
said I
sound
don't know the
arrogant.
answer to it, and you said I
Ask you
sound that I don't
multiple-
care.
ask you multiple questions, all the way to the point of what is the agency getting, and then you were just like
I said,
very
I don't know.
nonchalant.
I don't know.
Very nonchalant, like no, I'm not. Like,
I don't know.
how are you guys?
How
in
would I
charge of
tell
the
you?
Program. Well, let me see. I think people have questions. All right,
How much is your boss getting from your job? From you and the employee?
but I'm not.
No.
Wait.
No, listen.
I'm not spearheading. If I'm in charge of,
Let me ask you a
organization,
question.
If I'm in
Let me
charge
ask
of
you a question.
program,
Let me
I
ask you a
know that.
question. Let me ask you a question. Because let me just turn it back to you, right? I'm an employee in America. You know that, right?
Yes.
I'm an employee. I'm employing somebody. When the person comes and works for me, my employee, I pay her $13 an hour.
Okay.
Does she need to know when she work for that 1 hour how much I make out of that money before she set up the rates that I need to pay her?
I mean, if it's a public hiring component, yes. This is public.
No, listen.
This is not private.
Listen, no, listen.
This is like
No, push
government.
that out. But let me ask you a question. Well, let me go to public.
Yeah.
Because you're acting as if that is coming to the end of the world. Yeah. What I'm saying,
Yeah.
let's say somebody working as a cabinet minister for Donald Trump.
Okay.
Donald Trump, right?
Okay.
Now Donald Trump, this is the cabinet minister, and this is the set salary. Let's say $200,000 a year for this cabinet position.
Okay.
That person they paying $200,000 for this Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay.
Does he need to know how much agriculture make out of him before he sets his salary?
Yes, that information should be public.
No.
No, you're saying that
No.
that the people don't need to know how much
they make out of this employee.
No, you're basically saying that we don't need to know how much the temp agency is getting per woman. We don't need to know that. We just need to know what the woman is getting.
What the woman is getting,
But what
is
the
defined-
temp agency is getting,
is defined by
we
the
don't need
contract.
to know that.
No, we don't need to know that.
That I think is very problematic. I mean, that's just my position.
Well, guess what? People have the choice to travel.
It's not. It's
They
not.
are not forcing
it's
them.
I'm
This is not slavery.
It's not. I'm not saying not now.
This is a definite
Now you're
contract.
changing the discussion.
This is a definite
We
contract.
know it's quote unquote voluntary. Yes, it's voluntary, but it's voluntary in a country where people are drowning because nobody had on funds.
Listen.
Yeah, it's voluntary.
That is wrong.
But okay,
You are wrong.
but
Nobody is drowning in Saudi.
I'm not talking about.
It's in the desert.
No, I'm speaking about.
Nobody's drowning in
I'm not
Saudi.
talking
It's a
about-
desert.
I wasn't talking.
We are talking about Saudi.
You're not, no.
We are talking about Saudi.
You
Saudi is
listen-
a desert. Somebody
I'm
cannot
talking
drown.
about drowning from unemployment. It was a metaphor I was using.
Okay.
Drowning from unemployment.
Okay. Let's
Let's have questions.
let's shut it down.
All right.
We need to end. We have another meeting.
All right. Well, that's the end of that. I thought we'd get to some questions from you guys, but yeah,
Yeah.
my position.
Thank you for coming, Trevor.
I am definitely even more determined now that this is not a good
And you are more determined. You put the wrong information that they are taking 4,500 people to Saudi, which was a lie.
Okay. Any other lies that I said?
Yeah. You said you are taking 4,500 people. That is a lie. That is not true.
Okay. Any other
And you
lies?
are saying that they are selling them. That is not true.
Okay.
It's illegal migration.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's the only two lies?
Yes, and people have the choice to opt out.
Okay.
There's a legal contract before they travel.
Okay.
And you look at your contract, you sign it before you travel. Your money is coming back to you in Sierra Leone. If you don't want to go, it's up to you not to travel.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bob, for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. As I said, I definitely would want to find out more information. But from what I found so far, this is definitely something very problematic for our sisters. Thank you guys.